Hello there, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be your general reading for the second half of April 2019. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I will be telling you what the end of April looks like based on your zodiac sign, which I think you know because you're already here. Also, every Monday I post a video that is about a metaphysical topic of some sort. So we have meditations, we have smudging, crystal talk, some other stuff coming up, maybe some full moon stuff. So if you're interested in that, the link for the playlist of the already made videos is in the description box below. But also make sure you hit the subscribe button and also ring the bell for notifications for the next Metaphysical Monday video and also when your next horoscopes come out. So with that said, I'm going to do a couple more shuffles. Thank you again for joining me. While I'm shuffling, I want to go ahead and let you know that this is a general reading. I connect to energies all over the place, so there will be messages for more than one person. So if something doesn't resonate for you, then that means it's meant for somebody else. So please just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for them. All right, I have one more shuffle for my Virgos. All right, since this is a general reading, sorry, tongue-tied. Since this is a general reading, the bottom of the deck is going to dictate what the reading is about. There's a little bit of energy going on around me. The bottom of the deck is going to determine what the reading is about, since we don't have a question to go off of, and we have the Nine of Rods. Okay, so we have something that's kind of almost coming to an end, and it's at the point where you're ready to protect. So we have something building, oh my goodness, something that like creative or something that is coming around, that is kind of, you're almost wrapping it up. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have for Virgo? Okay, so I can see why you're a little bit defensive. We have maybe some shady stuff going on here. Let's see. Let's get a couple more cards going. Virgo, end of April. More swords, and they're not happy ones. Okay, so what is it that you're working on that you're feeling a little bit concerned with? I see worry. Maybe you're worried somebody isn't going to be accepting. Virgo. Okay. Aha, I haven't seen this card in a long time. We're juggling, okay? So I feel like you're juggling a little bit. But I mean, you're not too worried about the juggling part of it. You're okay with having a couple things going on. You like the busyness of it. You're staying busy, but I feel like there's just something else going on that you're kind of worried about, and you feel like you need to be a little bit defensive. Okay, what is Virgo juggling? Okay, so this is going to be work. You're working. This is an actual, I feel like, career job situation that you're working at. So this, you're kind of juggling this with this creative thing that's coming, that is kind of coming to an end, or that you feel like you need to protect. So what is the worry? What is the worry for Virgo? Balance. Okay, again with the juggling here, we're worried about balancing it all. That is another 2. So we have a couple of 2s here. So we're kind of worried about balancing, and maybe the partnership. There's a partnership that you're kind of questioning. Virgo. Okay, so there might be, it's kind of a female energy here. I kind of feel like this is you. This is female. I feel like there might be somebody coming in that's a little bit, how do I want to say this? Kind of materialistic and just kind of never satisfied. There's somebody coming in that's never satisfied, or somebody that's already there that you can already say, yeah, I know who that is. If you don't know who that is already, that could be somebody that's coming in, somebody that's just kind of never satisfied with their financial state or with their house or their belongings. They're just kind of, they seem to always be buying new stuff, but then they just they don't use it. Like I have to have the latest tablet, but or some kind of device, but then it just sits and they don't use it. Somebody kind of like that. Somebody that's a little materialistic, has to have the best things, but then kind of takes them for granted or just doesn't use them at all. So I feel like there's somebody coming in that maybe you're not really comfortable with. Probably because of that. This card just flipped out, so we'll leave it. But somebody that you're not really comfortable with, somebody that you kind of question their intentions, right? So the card that kind of flipped out was Six of Pentacles, and I didn't ask a question for it, so I'm not, I feel like it's kind of connected to this card that it fell on. It fell on the original card, here we go, the Nine of Rods. It's kind of, this is the generosity card. You were feeling generous, I think, and now you kind of put yourself in a position where you're kind of wondering if that was the right decision to make, because this person seems a little bit sneaky. So I feel like you were generous. I feel like this kind of, because it fell on top of the card, I feel like it's kind of more, this is what has happened, kind of a past situation. Like you were being really generous. Maybe not necessarily financially, but possibly just with your time, and spending some time maybe helping this person, possibly financially. But I feel like maybe it's more of kind of tutoring them in some way, kind of being a support for them. But you're kind of feeling like maybe they're not really quite being honest with you. Somebody that's kind of being a little bit shady. So you've been pulled away from what this is that you are working on. And now you kind of feel unbalanced. You feel like, now I let this kind of distract me from what I was working on. And now this is kind of pulling me away, and you feel a little bit unbalanced. So I feel like maybe your concern about another person that might be seeming a little bit not quite on the up and up is kind of it's got you a little bit off. Like you don't mind having all of this stuff going on, but you still, you're questioning this person's motives, is kind of taking your head out of the game a little bit for what it is that you're trying to do. And you have like a job and a side gig, and you're trying to work them all. But like you keep wondering what this person is going to do. So I feel like that's what's going on here. Let's see if we can get some advice. Advice for Virgo. Oh wait, that one fell. Six of Rods. Okay, so this is kind of take stock, take a look around, be observant and be present in the moment is what I feel off of this card. So taking some time to maybe start a gratitude journal of some sort, or just listing things, even if it's just in your head, going through and kind of getting to know what you have to look forward to is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you're looking forward to something. Focus on that is what I'm feeling. Being more present and in the moment, and not worrying so much about what this other person doing is the advice that I'm feeling. Do we have any more advice for Virgo? Yeah, you're working too hard. I feel like kind of in the beginning, in the beginning of the reading, you're not really, you like being busy, but I feel like this person has got you stressed out. Like you're working overtime to make up for this person's lack of caring or lack of effort. and not really, like, you're overworking yourself because of this person. So I feel like the advice that we're getting here is to kind of slow down. Don't do somebody else's work for them. It's time for them to start doing their own thing, or taking responsibility for their own actions. So the advice that I have for you for the end of April is really to just be more of an observer in your life. Take some time to take a look around and take it all in. Look at the stuff that you have to be proud of and what you're looking forward to in the upcoming future. Sorry. And I feel like this person is really not somebody that you need to concern yourself with. Like your intuition, going back to this card, you're looking for balance, but this card also represents intuition. Your intuition is telling you something is kind of off with whatever the situation is, and trust your gut, trust your instincts, and trust your intuition, because your brain will get in the way sometimes and try and tell you, like, yeah, but what about this? Like, but they were so nice about this, and they're this and that. Don't let your brain talk you out of your intuition, is kind of the message that I'm getting. So make sure that you're focusing in a little bit more on yourself, and just being more present and in the moment. And when you find those little bits of time where you notice something that feels good, take just a minute, just even 30 seconds to just feel how it feels when you feel good about something. And it will kind of help guide your intuition, guide you into listening to your intuition about whatever this situation is that you're not really feeling very comfortable with. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition. If something does not feel right, then it probably is not for you. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's just not a situation that is for your highest good, and your instincts are probably trying to tell you that. Your intuition and your guidance is probably trying to tell you that, is what I'm feeling. But I think that you're overworking yourself, and you need to kind of take a step back. Just take a step back and take a look at the scenery. So yeah, I enjoyed your reading very much. So please check back in 2 weeks when I do the May video, and we can see where this person ends up in your life. I'm curious to see how this looks moving forward. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification button for Metaphysical Monday, and check out the link in the description for the playlist. My name is Melissa again, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.